There are many activities to do for free in Dallas to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. The Latino Culture Center helps serve the Latino community and to celebrate the Latin American and Mexican culture.
Again, the Latino Cultural Center is here for all segments of the Latino population, whether it is an immigrant from Mexico, someone who identifies as Mexican American and or Chicano or Latino.
The center also offers other programs to help out the community.
Here we have after-school programs for students ages 10 to 14. We do those in theater, music, dance, and art. And those are always offered free and open to the community. You just have to apply and enroll.
It doesn't matter what age you are. The Latino Culture Center offers programs and events for all ages.
We also have programs for seniors. We do a senior line dancing class the last Thursday of every month, and that's at 10, so they can come out and dance with us for 2 hours with our wonderful teacher.
The Latino Culture Center offers events throughout the year that you can do with friends and family.
The center is really here to promote Latino culture and to help people understand about their own culture and also just embrace all the wonderful traditions.
I'm Jessica Rivera with NTTV Nightly News. The mission of Hogar de Dallas is to stimulate the interest in Hispanic genealogy, assisting in the research of Hispanic lineages, promoting an understanding of Hispanic heritage within the community.
Aquí en Dallas tenemos Hogar de Dallas que nos ayuda.
In Dallas, we have Hogar de Dallas. It helps us learn for free about ourselves, our ancestors, where they came from, and the rest of our roots.
I work with genealogists, closely with genealogists who like to use DNA to sort of better understand where they came from.
The Bravo family maintains their family history and traditions.
Como dice mi señora que,
As my wife says, we have to pass on this tradition to everyone to know where one comes from and how we were raised.
People like Andrea value this organization that meets 4 times a year and helps them connect more with Hispanic ancestors and roots.
We keep our history alive by celebrating all the traditional holidays like the Day of the Dead, the Mexican Independence Day.
You can communicate with this organization through their Facebook page, Hogar de Dallas. Jessica Rivera, NTTV News. Jackie knew that she wanted to be a hairstylist after she graduated high school. She wanted to follow her cousin's steps, who are also hairstylists.
They really encouraged me to pursue it, so I said, why not? And I went to go visit some cosmetology schools, and I thought, I have nothing to lose. So I went ahead and started, and once I actually dove into the program and got deeper in and actually started working with clients, I realized that this is really what I loved, and I found like I had a passion.
Jackie started her own fashion clothes line this year, which was not easy at all, but with the support of her family, she was able to do it.
We come to this country to work hard, and we see that she is able to do things we were not able to do, but she did it.
As a father, we should reward our children so they feel proud of themselves.
There are other women like Jackie looking to create their own businesses. There are many opportunities here in the Metroplex. Organizations like Mom Boss help women make their dreams come true.
I mean, in general, it is really hard being a mom and a business owner, and that's why we try to have events like this, so that way moms have the ability to reach as many people as possible. And
if you're interested in participating in the next Mom Boss Expo, you can communicate with the coordinators of Mom Boss through email, momboxexpo@yahoo.com. Jessica Rivera, NTTV News. The Oak Cliff Culture Center offers free workshops to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Workshop de los Muertos honors departed loved ones. The event is free to the public and all ages are welcome.
So this event is about the Day of the Dead. Everything what we do is for Hispanic heritage. And we are very glad to have every year this event here at the Oak Cliff Cultural Center. And this workshop is totally free. You don't need to pay anything. The only thing you have to do is be here on time, so you make sure you have your spot. Every 2nd of November, we celebrate in Mexico the Day of the Dead. It's a remembrance about people that already passed. And it's the way we remember them and give them whatever they like when they were alive.
People who participated in the event got to meet and paint with the Dallas artist Eva Azul. The participants will get to paint and decorate their very own Catrinas and take home with them.
My son brought him out, nice day. It was a cool event, come try it. Got to meet the artists, it's cool.
This on Facebook, just scrolling through, it was an event that somebody else posted of just a free event.
I'm actually building an altar, so Catrina is going to be on my altar this year.
The Oak Cliff Culture Center's 7th annual community altar will be on display in the entrance of the center. Community members are welcome to contribute the altar. Jessica Rivera, NTTV News. David Landreth is able to share a piece of his history with everyone in his county. The story was told by his great-grandfather for over 40 years.
Charles and I were working on a fence one day, and Charles comes up and he says, "Hey, do you know the story of the plane?" And I said, "Yes, I do."
David and a couple of his neighbors were able to discover pieces of a World War II plane in his own backyard. All it took was an old story, a metal detector, and a lot of digging.
And I got within 150 yards. Keith and Charles went out with a metal detector, started digging. About 3 days later, they say, "Hey, we found it." Charles called me at home one night and he said, "We found it." So I threw my shoes on, got in the truck, took off over the hill. Sure enough, they were finding fragments of small pieces, anything from so big to a chunk so big, and we've got the propeller.
You can see it's been severely burnt. That's the back of one of the instruments out of the panel.
Never crossed my mind to go looking for it. We have got at home between my sister and myself a few Army artifacts that we found. We've got a canteen and it's the little, I say, soup bowl that hangs on their belt. We've got one of them. A couple of little tools laying out there, but nothing significant like this.
David will keep his great-grandfather's story alive. He will be donating the artifacts to the Smith County Heritage Museum.
He would not say "great job" or "I'm glad you guys found it," and like I said earlier, it would be "I told you so," but he would be very happy.
Jackie knew that she wanted to be a hairstylist after she graduated high school. She wanted to follow her cousin's steps, who are also hairstylists.
They really encouraged me to pursue it, so I said, why not? And I went to go visit some cosmetology schools, and I thought, I have nothing to lose. So I went ahead and started, and once I actually dove into the program and got deeper in and actually started working with clients, I realized that this is really what I loved, and I found like I had a passion.
Jackie started her own fashion clothes line this year, which was not easy at all, but with the support of her family, she was able to do it.
We come to this country to work hard, and we see that she is able to do things we were not able to do, but she did it.
As a father, we should reward our children so they feel proud of themselves.
There are other women like Jackie looking to create their own businesses. There are many opportunities here in the Metroplex. Organizations like Mom Boss help women make their dreams come true.
I mean, in general, it is really hard being a mom and a business owner, and that's why we try to have events like this, so that way moms have the ability to reach as many people as possible. And
if you're interested in participating in the next Mom Boss Expo, you can communicate with the coordinators of Mom Boss through email, momboxexpo@yahoo.com. Jessica Rivera, NTTV News. Every year, Hispanic families are arrested and deported at the border. The Trump administration started a policy called Migrant Protection Protocols, also known as MPP, that led to separations of thousands of families after crossing the border illegally, even for those who requested political asylum. However, the 9th District Court of Appeals in California recently changed this decision and will allow these same families to ask and wait for their asylum cases on American soil.
There are more than 2,000 people living in tents along the Rio Grande River. Some of them have been there since last summer, waiting for their immigration hearing.
The MPP are a U.S. government action where foreign individuals may enter or seek admission to the U.S. from Mexico. This rule is applied by the government of the United States.
Prior to the Trump administration, if someone wanted to apply for political asylum in the United States, they informed the Border Patrol that that's what they wanted to do. They were allowed into the country to pursue their case.
In the last 2 years, immigrants from Central America and Africa are sent to the city of Matamoros after arriving in the United States.
There have been a lot of kidnappings and also rapes and even some murders.
With the new decision of the Courts of Appeals, the work of these organizations will be much easier. Lawyers say they are monitoring border checkpoints to ensure that the U.S. government does not return migrants to Mexico. And some prepare to escort migrants to the border with the hope that the Department of Homeland Security will let their clients in. Jessica Rivera, NTTV News.